Shopping for a mortgage can be very stressful and time consuming, especially when you know nothing about it. Well guys, we are here at MGN Funding with the experts. I'm proud to say I'm sitting here with Mr. Frank Singh and Mr. Marlon Sinaran, who is the president of MGN Funding. Now guys, I have to tell you, the experience with these two gentlemen sitting right here is over 60 years, and the entire building is probably over 200 years of experience. So guys, thank you so much for being on Let's Talk with Lakshmi. We're so excited to talk to you guys today. So Frank and Marlon, very interesting product that you guys have. I just heard about this new mortgage product that you guys have, that all you need is a tax ID number and a credit score to get a mortgage. Tell me about this, Frank.
Oh, definitely. Lakshmi, first of all, thanks for having us on your program. The product that we have for with just a tax ID number, you need a FICO score of 600, and you can put down 30% or 25% down, and you'll be able to get a loan from 1 to 4 family properties.
You know, this sounds like a really great product, especially for our Indo-Caribbean community here in Queens, New York, but abroad. I mean, anyone wants to get a home, right?
Well, that's correct, Leslie. First, I want to thank you very much for having us on your program here. It's a pleasure. We have great opportunities. It's an opportunity that exists today, was not existent 8 years ago. We have seen our industry have changed since 2008. And since the changes, there was a struggle for a lot of folks to qualify for mortgage. Today, we give them the opportunity with our no income program, the I-10 program, as you mentioned earlier, that if you have a tax ID, ladies and gentlemen, you can get a mortgage in the United States. Also, a lot of folks worry that if you have to have a green card, but if you have a green card, you will have a social security number. And if you don't have a green card, then you have a tax ID. And we open the doors to a lot of folks, giving them the opportunity today. And as Frank just mentioned, that we have the limited documentation program. And why I said limited documentation, that you need to have, or why I classify that program as a limited documentation, is because you do not need any W-2s, you don't need any bank tax returns, no pay stubs. So it's a limited doc available, but it gives them the opportunity to own part of the American dream.
I was just about to say, you took the words right out of my mouth, Marlon, that buying a home, owning a home is the American dream. And it sounds that here at MGN Funding, you guys have found the answer to the American dream. I mean, a lot of people come here, they work on, work visas, and they only have tax ID numbers. I'm so thrown back with this product because we know a lot of people who are here and they only have tax ID numbers. And yes, of course, they have credit scores. And I don't think many people know about this product. I mean, what do you guys think?
Many people as well are here does not know that they can get a tax ID number.
Okay.
You can give us a call. We'll be able to guide you on that as well. So if you don't have a tax ID number, you can get a tax ID number. You can be able to open up a bank account. You can be able to get credit cards in these with these documents, and then you can establish your credit, and then you can buy a home for the American dream. Also, one of the things about the American dream, which you all heard over the campaign, is that becoming a homeowner and not paying rent, you're now going to get a huge tax write-off on your income. So if you're paying Uncle Sam $20,000 a year in taxes, you're going to get back more than half of that by owning a home. So that was one of the American dream, one of the tax deductions you can get on your income tax.
This exciting product that you guys have, everybody wants to know, is there a catch? So, one of the first things you think of when you're getting a loan, whether it's a home loan or even a credit card, we want to know about the interest rate. What's the interest rate on this product?
Well, the interest rate, today, the interest rate is in the 5s. So I'm going to be double and let our listeners know that the interest rate is in the 5s right now. And that's a very good interest rate. When we started this industry, interest rate used to be 12–13%. Today, it's less than half of what the interest rate used to be, and folks still afford it. Our goal here at MGN Funding, doesn't matter what the rate is, the key component to the mortgage is to make sure the affordability, the ability to repay the loan. Once we know that you can afford a mortgage, and going back, Frank, in the past, everyone used to say that they get a loan, the bank gives them the loan, they could not afford the loan. Well, at MGN Funding, that's our key aspect when granting a loan is to make sure that you can afford a loan, maintain the payment, able to sustain the payment for the life of the loan. So with that in mind, they'll get a mortgage that they can afford. That's the key to the whole puzzle here today.
Now, what type of proof do you have to show for your income?
For your income, totally we need a letter from your employer. Also, we have program that does not require income. Also, at the same time, for the folks who file with the tax ID, the ITIN numbers, they file their tax returns, they will be qualified as a full documentation loan. But you're giving them the opportunity to get a loan, get a great interest rate.
Now, Frank, let me ask you, how many years do you have to be filing your taxes for?
2 years.
2 years, only
Yes,
2 years.
only 2 years, yes. And on the interest rate is very affordable, is very competitive with the regular interest rate, okay? We also do the loans for, as we mentioned before, the individual tax ID, and we do it with the individual, self-employed individual. We can get a letter from the accountant stating their income.
So tell me again, 5% interest rate, and what does your credit score have to be?
700.
700.
Yeah.
700 for the limited documentation, but for the I-10 program, it could be as low as 600.
That's with the tax ID.
The tax ID, yeah. You file the taxes, we can grant you the loan. Also, I want to mention, Lakshmi, that not only we could cater to the folks that's here, but the folks who's overseas also, and they're looking to purchase a property in the U.S., we
Okay.
can help them. Okay, under our foreign national program.
Yes, a foreign national program. They can be able to buy a house now at a very competitive. I remember back not too long ago, foreign investors, they had to pay like 8.5%. And this same product we also are offering in the 5s. Just recently, most people have to show the bank statement with the money in it. We don't need that. And you're in the 5s. Those rates were like 7.5%, 8% for the bank, with the bank account. We don't need bank accounts. We don't need tax returns. All we need is a letter from your employer or a letter from your accountant if you're self-employed.
This is really great news. Frank, Marlon, I'm really excited about this product. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break. When we get back from commercial break, we're going to talk more about how you guys watching us right now at MGN Funding, you can get a mortgage with just a tax ID number. We'll see you in just a few moments.
Planning a special event? Then visit us at Heavenly Flowers at one of our locations in Nassau or Suffolk County. Sit with our experts for a free consultation to plan a beautiful creation for your occasion. At Heavenly Flowers, we promise to deliver our most stunning, divine, and fresh flowers available. We plan and ensure your anniversary, birthday, wedding, or any special event is as elegant and as perfect as possible. Visit us today to make your occasion heavenly. When looking at places that cares for the elderly, My Indian Nursing Home is that perfect place. We provide a clean and safe family environment with culturally experienced and qualified medical staff on site, such as doctors, nurses, physical therapists, and cooks. All of our residents can celebrate cultural festivities and have access to recreational programs with Indian TV, music, live shows, entertainment, and so much more. For the perfect place for comfort, culture, and care, bring your parents to My Indian Nursing Home, a home away from home.
Hey guys, we are back right here at MGN Funding. We are talking with Mr. Frank Singh and Mr. Marlon Senior Ryan all about mortgages, but the best product yet, you can own an American dream with just a tax ID number and of course a good credit score, which I know you guys all have. So guys, we are talking about this product, this mortgage product with just a tax ID number and your credit score, and we can own a home. So guys, tell me, how much money does someone have to put down on this product?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. With the I-10 program, you can go down as 90%. That means you can put down 10% for the I-10 program. For the limited documentation program, 30% for primary resident, 40% for investment property. So there's great opportunity. We know folks have the funds to put down, but they could not get a mortgage, so we bring in a program to them now so we can meet the needs of the community.
And Marlon, the interest rate is very competitive. What we're offering is in the 5s, folks. And just to let you know, if you don't have a FICO score of 700 or you don't have 600 FICO score for the tax ID, give us a call. We'll be able to give you some guidance to getting that score. And then for you folks who did not know that you could get a tax ID number, contact us so we'll be able to help you, and then within 4 to 6 months you could have a credit score going at 600 FICO score, which you can be able to open up a bank account, get credit cards, and establish your credit, and be able to have the American dream, owning a home.
So within 6 months, you guys can help a client repair their credit.
Right.
We do not
We do not repair their credit.
We refer them
We
to
refer them
professionals
to another company.
To a third party.
Yeah.
Okay. So one question that people will always have is, you know, what are the fees involved with working with MGN Funding? I mean, what do you charge someone to provide them with a mortgage?
Well, at MGN Funding, one of the things that we do when we practice over 20 years as a lender is full disclosure. Upon they making an application at MGN Funding, we'll give them the loan estimate and we'll itemize what the cost is. Whatever cost is outlined in the beginning of the application will be the same cost at closing. We do not gouge, we do not increase fees. The only thing that changes during the course of the loan is if interest rate changes, which we don't have any control. The interest rate will actually, publish sometimes several times for the day. So most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, it will not be an interest rate that today you be quoted at 5.5%, and a few days or a few weeks later you quote 8%. It's not like that. It's not
It
that
generally
fast.
fluctuate maybe 1/4%, if that much, maybe 1/8%, and that depends on how Wall Street is doing. And that's the only change you have, and you will be advised of that at the time when it happened. Your closing documents, you get it 3 days before the closing. You will see that everything is disclosed, and if there's a change prior to that, we will let you know, so there's no surprises at the closing. At MGM Funding, not only at MGM Funding now, but the new rules that Dodd-Frank had brought about, consumers are well protected because they are fully disclosed, and we are on track with that because, like I said, we've been doing this for a long time, and we're here to stay. And we build our clientele with referral from that customer to tell the next customer that how they were treated, and there's no changes on what they were given in the beginning.
Amazing. Gentlemen, tell me, about how long is the process? Let's say I find a house that I like, it's $500,000. I'm just going to give you my tax ID number, I'm going to give you my 2 years tax returns. How long is it going to take me to get approved for this loan and get me into this house?
Well, actually the process, the time could run anywhere from 30 days to 60 days because there's a lot of factors that depends on that in between, and it all depends on how the other third parties cooperate, how fast they get us documentation, and most importantly too, even a borrower, it depends on the borrower how fast they act to get us the documentation required, but I can see the process happen anywhere between 30 to 60 days.
Awesome.
You know, it boils down to how long that, and if they give us all the document on the day, we could close that loan in 30 days when we're doing the application.
What's the fastest you guys have closed a loan?
We have closed loans in 14 days.
Amazing.
Yes.
And the longest?
The longest could be 6 months, sometime a year. It all
And the
depends
reason
on
for that,
there's
because
violations
on the
or
title, which have nothing to do with us.
No.
The loan, we're ready within 30 to 45 days to close a loan on an average basis, okay? However, there's something in New York that a lot of properties have violations. What we try to do here as a lender is as soon as the buyer's attorney get the title report, we try to get a copy of that. So we forecast, look, right away you got a basement violation, you have this, and that way they can start working on it immediately. So our job, we're ready to go. Once they give us those documents, like Marlon said, we can close you in 2 weeks. On an average basis, the average loan that I've seen in my lifetime is anywhere between 30 to 60 days.
Awesome. Well guys, this is a lot of information here. You know, you guys at home that are watching us here at MGN Funding, we are talking about this product, this amazing mortgage product that just recently came out, where if you just have a tax ID number, you've been filing your taxes for 2 years, and depending on your credit score, we can get you into your dream home in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, guys, if all your papers are in order. So, yes, Frank.
We also at MGM Funding, we're looking for, we're giving out the opportunities that we're hiring actually loan officers. Now there's a process. It's not like it used to be. Everybody has to be licensed. So you can contact MGM Funding. You see the number on the screen, or send us your resume to our email address that you see, and we will give you a call.
All
or
right.
give us a call.
Well, guys, if you are interested in becoming a mortgage broker here at MGN Funding, just call the number down there. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about all of the great work that MGN Funding has been doing in our community and abroad.
Planning a special event? Then visit us at Heavenly Flowers at one of our locations in Nassau or Suffolk County. Sit with our experts for a free consultation to plan a beautiful creation for your occasion. At Heavenly Flowers, we promise to deliver our most stunning, divine, and fresh flowers available. We plan and ensure your anniversary, birthday, wedding, or any special event is as elegant and as perfect as possible. Visit us today to make your occasion heavenly. When looking at places that cares for the elderly, My Indian Nursing Home is that perfect place. We provide a clean and safe family environment with culturally experienced and qualified medical staff on site, such as doctors, nurses, physical therapists, and cooks. All of our residents can celebrate cultural festivities and have access to recreational programs with Indian TV, music, live shows, entertainment, and so much more. For the perfect place for comfort, culture, and care, bring your parents to My Indian Nursing Home, a home away from home.
Hello viewers, we are back here at MGN Funding with Mr. Frank Singh and Marlon Sinoran, and we are talking about this ITIN program. Frank, tell our viewers again, what is this ITIN program?
It's the tax ID program, which some people have and some people don't, and they can get the tax ID as well, and they need to file 2 years tax return, and with the tax ID number, they can be able to own a home.
You know, I'm still sitting here thinking, is this true? Is this real? I mean, do you guys think someone at home is thinking the same thing?
I hope so, and it is real, it's true. Lakshmi is live, so it's true. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a great opportunity. It's a
dream program.
It's a dream program. It's a program that gives you the benefit that you've been deprived for years, and today we can give you the opportunity to own your own home, and most importantly, enjoy the tax benefit that comes with it as an individual that has all the documentation.
Well, guys, one thing that I enjoy about having the Let's Talk with Lakshmi television show is to talk to people about their stories. There's going to be someone with a story that says, I went into MGN Funding, I didn't have my SS number, but I had a tax ID number and they got me into a home. But other than that, I like to talk to people who are doing things for our community. And for years...
Tax ID, let me just pinch in there for a second. It's 10% now. That program is 10%. And then we have another program, which is limited doc, no tax return, no pay stub, no W-2, and that is 30% down. Okay, 1 to 4 family. And we also have, for foreign investors, which they can put down 40%, and the rate is within the 5. Okay?
And you guys also do commercial loans as well?
Yes, we do commercial, we do
Tell us a little bit about that, Rod.
We did have the program as little as 3.5% down, and the closing cost is financed. So you could buy a home today with $15,000 to $20,000. That's all you need.
And a lot of people, they have that. And, people are here, they're working for many years, they save their money. They save their money for a home, or for business.
Today an apartment in Richmond Hill, a 2 to 3 bedroom apartment is anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. Your mortgage will be that.
Yeah.
Okay? And you get the tax write-off with the interest on the mortgage and the property taxes.
It's interesting that you bring that up, Frank, because it's so true. I mean, the rent today is ridiculous. Rents today are just a little bit below a mortgage. But I think the main problem for a lot of people is that they don't believe that they can come up with a down payment for the home. Are there any programs that you have that can help someone out who thinks that they can't come up with that much money for a down payment?
Well, you can put down as little as 3.5%. And in some cases, you can put down 3% if you're buying a one-family house. So it's very minimal down payment. Also, for the folks who, being a veteran, they serve the U.S. And they're a veteran right now, they can get 100% financing. So that still exists. So all in all, it's a great opportunity. If you look into rent an apartment, as Frank mentioned, in most cases you have to put down 3 ways. If you go to a realtor, secure 1 month security, 1 month rent, and plus a broker fee, or some landlord today in this market will probably ask you 2 months security. So the money that you have to lay out to rent an apartment, if you have the income and you have the credit, it's a perfect opportunity. Just move towards purchasing a home.
Absolutely. I remember many years ago when I was an agent in the real estate business, people come in and rent a home, and rent a home or rent an apartment, and then you show them, look, you only need as little as 3%, 3.5%, and you'll be able to. The other product we have also, like the one family home that has like a mother-daughter setup, another apartment, we can use that rental income to qualify you too as well. That's another program that we have with 3% down.
Now, if somebody wanted to come in and just talk to you guys, like a free consultation, do you guys provide that?
Yes, it's free consultation. It's no charges to come in, talk to us at MGN Funding. Also, we work with the clients. We believe in investing in our community. So the time that it takes them to get there, we will work with them, guide them through the process. Also, like we just mentioned, what's the minimum down payment? I told you 3%. Yes. But I just want our listeners to know that, ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to have that money. That money can be given by blood relatives, your employer. So there's opportunity. You know, someone can give you 3% of that, and you can be on your way towards home ownership.
And a lot of people have 401k programs,
yes,
right?
The 401k, you can borrow against your 401k to put towards your down payment. It will come to me in a minute. I have another exciting something to tell you, but it will come back to me.
While you're thinking about that product, Marlon, let me just ask you, with the 401k, being that it's your first home purchase, you don't actually have to pay that back, correct?
The 401k, you borrow for your retirement.
Right.
You don't have to worry about it. All depends on the rules of the pension plan. So you check with your plan administrator, and they will guide you through the process. But really, you're borrowing from yourself. It's your money.
Right.
That's what it is. Yeah.
But besides the 401k, borrowing money from your savings to buy, we also have a program that's called a 2 or 3k, which is called a fixer-up program, where if you're buying a property that needs work, you will get a loan for the repair. Let's say you want to put in a new kitchen, a new bathroom, or even if it's a foreclosure property, the repairs on that, you can get a loan to do that as well. You can even buy a mixed-use property, first-time home buyer, with as little as 5% down, versus the commercial is 35% down. Again, very interesting products, and we have it.
Yeah, I know you guys have tons of products. You know, let's touch a little bit on a reverse mortgage.
Okay. Well, you know, for the reverse mortgage is for folks who are 62 and older, and also for the reverse mortgage is actually using your equity. I think it's a great program. It's a wonderful program. For folks who actually have to, instead of committed to a monthly payment, they can use the equity of their home. And also there's a lot of folks who actually under the interpretation that when you actually do a reverse mortgage, you're giving up the rights and the ownership of your property, and that's not so. That's miscommunication and giving the wrong information. You still own your property, but you put in the equity to work for you. So it's a great loan, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of compliance with that loan, a lot of disclosures. So if you're going to get a reverse mortgage, guaranteed that it will be explained. You have to see a counselor. So there's a lot of things has to be done.
Regulations is highly regulated.
Yeah.
The 62 and older, but just want to give you guys an idea, folks. If you are paying a $2,500 a month mortgage, and you're 65 or 70 years old, and you have a lot of equity in your property, you can now pay off that mortgage, and you have no more mortgage to pay, because you might be getting $1,500 in Social Security, and you're on fixed income. How can you afford to pay the $2,500? So you could pay off that existing loan. Let's say you have $100,000 left because you've been paying the mortgage for the last 20 years. You can now get rid of that mortgage, and you don't have to make any more payments.
Right. Well, gentlemen, we definitely talked about a lot of different products that our clients at home, our audiences at home can get at MGN Funding. You know, in 30 minutes, I've learned so much. We're gonna have to wrap it up. I do wanna tell the people at home that one thing I love about MGN Funding is that you guys give back to the community. I know, Marlon, that you have your media programs, you've done lots of sponsorships, you know, between the religious community and the humanitarian organizations in the community, not only here in New York City, but abroad. I mean, do you want to tell us a little bit about some of the work that you've done?
Well, you know what, there's so much over the last 20 years we have done. But we love doing it, and one thing actually we're looking to come up this year, actually, funny that you says what we have planned. We're looking to move towards scholarship programs.
Awesome.
Both in the US and overseas.
Okay.
And hopefully by the end of summer that should be out. And right now we put in, you know, what's going to be the requirements, but we believe in, you know, pushing for education and betterment, and it's a great opportunity. We support a lot of local organizations. I'm not going to name the organizations, but
there's probably too many to name.
But overall, you know, the community always support us, and we believe in giving back to the community, build it hand in hand together.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, we are here, folks, as I mentioned to you earlier, we're here to stay. We've been here over 20 years. I've been in the business over 30 years. Marlon have been in business over 30 years. And we have job opportunities to become a loan officer. So you can contact us at MGM. You can send in your resume and give us a call. The programs are exciting. We have the 10% down tax ID program. We have the no tax return, no W-2s, no pay stub program. We also have the mother-daughter program. We have the fixer-up program, which is a 401k. And we have the regular loans, which is the 20% down, conventional, or 10%, or FHA loans. So we also do business loans too as well for businesses. There's several opportunities. There's several loans. Feel free to give us a call and we'll have somebody talk to you.
Thank you so much. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Let's Talk with Lakshmi, where we visited MGN Funding. We found out about their latest, greatest ITIN program, which is a program where you only need a tax ID and 2 years of your taxes, and of course a good credit score, and they can get you into a home. So guys, make sure you call MGN Funding now for a free consultation so they can help you get into your dream home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Priya and welcome to Precious Smiles Medical Care, a wonderful place to make sure that all of your child's medical care needs are met. We take care of kids as young as newborns all the way up until their adolescent years till they turn 18. We provide in-house vaccines and in-house lab facilities so that you don't have to take them anywhere else. So come in, let us be your partners in care at Precious Smiles Medical Care, where every kid leaves with a smile.
Planning a special event? Then visit us at Heavenly Flowers at one of our locations in Nassau or Suffolk County. Sit with our experts for a free consultation to plan a beautiful creation for your occasion. At Heavenly Flowers, we promise to deliver our most stunning, divine, and fresh flowers available. We plan and ensure your anniversary, birthday, wedding, or any special event is as elegant and as perfect as possible. Visit us today to make your occasion heavenly. When looking at places that cares for the elderly, My Indian Nursing Home is that perfect place. We provide a clean and safe family environment with culturally experienced and qualified medical staff on site, such as doctors, nurses, physical therapists, and cooks. All of our residents can celebrate cultural festivities and have access to recreational programs with Indian TV, music, live shows, entertainment, and so much more. For the perfect place for comfort, culture, and care, bring your parents to My Indian Nursing Home, a home away from home.
When a young girl visits Guyana, she learns of her ancestors' past that changes her life forever.
When I was your age, my father told me a story.
The first batch of Indians arrived in British Guyana to replace slave labor. Echoes from the plantation relives their struggles and sufferings, tells of their resilience and fortitude.
My father, my grandfather, as well as thousands of others have sacrificed their lives.
Celebrating 180 years of Indian arrival in Guyana, Echoes from the Plantation, releasing April 2018.